Last month I watched a 23-year-old make $11,000 in a single week doing something that didn't exist 18 months ago. And no, it wasn't dropshipping, it wasn't crypto, and it wasn't selling courses about how to make money. He was fixing AI-generated content for companies that had gone all in on automation and then realized their output sounded like it was written by a particularly confident robot. The irony is almost too perfect. Businesses replaced their writers with AI, and now they're paying people even more money to make the AI sound human again. But that's just one corner of what I've discovered after spending the last 2 months going deep on AI side hustles that almost nobody is talking about publicly. The ones that are actually working right now, not the theoretical opportunities that LinkedIn influencers love to post about. Welcome back to Zero Index. I'm going to walk you through the AI side hustles that are generating real income for regular people in 2024, and more importantly, I'm going to tell you which ones are already oversaturated and which ones still have room to breathe. So let me start with what I just mentioned because this is genuinely the most counterintuitive opportunity I've come across. There's an entire underground economy built around making AI content pass as human. And I want to be honest with you about something. When I first heard about this I thought it was kind of absurd. Companies pay for AI to write, then pay again to make it not sound like AI wrote it. But the more I dug in, the more sense it made. The issue is that AI detectors have gotten surprisingly good, and businesses are terrified of being caught using AI content. Universities are rejecting papers, Google is reportedly downranking obvious AI content, and clients are starting to demand proof that deliverables were human-written. So what's emerged is this role that people are calling AI humanizers or content polishers. The going rate on platforms like Upwork right now is anywhere from $30 to $75 per thousand words just to take AI output and rewrite it with natural variation, genuine insight, and the kind of weird specificity that AI still struggles with. One guy I spoke to who asked me not to use his name said he's pulling in about $4,000 a month working maybe 15 hours a week. His entire job is taking ChatGPT drafts and making them sound like a real person wrote them. The crazy part? He uses AI to help him do it faster. He just knows which parts to change and how to add the texture that detection tools are looking for. Here's the thing nobody talks about, most people are absolutely terrible at getting useful output from AI tools. And I don't mean that as an insult, I mean it as an observation of where we actually are. The gap between what a skilled prompt engineer can extract from Claude or GPT-4 and what an average user gets is enormous. And that gap is worth money. I tested this myself. I spent 3 weeks offering prompt engineering services on Fiverr just to see what would happen. I charged $50 to build custom prompt templates for specific business use cases. Things like real estate listing generators, product description systems, customer service response frameworks. In 3 weeks I made just over $2,000, and here's what surprised me, my highest paying clients weren't individuals, they were small marketing agencies who wanted to systematize their AI workflows but didn't have time to figure out the optimal prompts themselves. The real money isn't in one-off prompts though. It's in what people are calling prompt libraries or AI playbooks. These are comprehensive systems that a business can use over and over. One creator I know sells a prompt library for real estate agents for $297 and has moved over 600 copies. Do the math on that. Now this next one requires a bit more setup but the margins are genuinely impressive. You've probably heard of companies like Scale AI or Surge AI that pay people to label data for machine learning models. The hourly rates aren't great, usually somewhere between $15 and $25 an hour depending on the task complexity. But here's where it gets interesting. There are people who've turned this into an arbitrage business. They get accepted to multiple data labeling platforms, identify the highest paying tasks, and then build small teams in lower cost of living areas to do the actual labeling work while they handle quality control and client relationships. One operator I connected with on Twitter runs a team of 12 people across 3 countries and clears about $8,000 a month profit after paying his team. He describes his job as quality control and platform management. He's essentially a contractor who's built his own microagency inside these data labeling ecosystems. And the question nobody's asking is, why isn't everyone doing this already? Well, most people who do data labeling work see it as a temporary gig, not as a business model to build on. That's the difference between earning $15 an hour and building something that generates passive-ish income. OpenAI launched the GPT store and most people wrote it off because the early revenue sharing numbers weren't impressive. But here's where it gets interesting, the real opportunity isn't in the GPT store itself. It's in building custom GPTs for businesses who want private solutions. I've seen freelancers charging anywhere from $500 to $5,000 to build custom GPTs that do specific tasks. Things like a GPT trained on a company's entire product catalog that sales reps can query instantly, or a GPT that knows a law firm's template library and can draft first versions of common documents. The technical barrier here is actually quite low. You don't need to know how to code. You need to understand what a business actually needs and how to configure a GPT with the right instructions and knowledge base to deliver it. Most people stop here, which is a mistake. The recurring revenue comes from maintenance and updates. You build the GPT, charge for the initial setup, and then offer a monthly retainer to keep it updated, add new capabilities, and train staff on how to use it. I talked to a woman in Austin who builds custom GPTs exclusively for real estate teams and charges $1,000 setup plus $200 a month maintenance. She has 14 clients. That's a nice business. This one flies completely under the radar, but it might be the most sustainable opportunity on this entire list. Professionals in fields like law, consulting, and academia need research done, and AI has made certain types of research dramatically faster. But these professionals don't have time to learn the tools themselves, and they're often skeptical about using AI directly for their work. So what's emerged is a new category of AI-assisted research services. You're not selling AI, you're selling research that happens to be accelerated by AI. The positioning matters enormously here. A litigation support researcher I interviewed charges $200 an hour and explicitly tells clients she uses AI tools as part of her workflow. Her pitch is that AI lets her cover more ground faster and catch patterns a human alone might miss, but her expertise is in knowing what to look for and how to verify what the AI finds. She's essentially doubled her hourly output without lowering her rates. The AI made her more profitable, not cheaper. For someone starting out, the entry point is offering research services to small businesses that can't afford traditional research firms. Competitive analysis, market research, academic literature reviews, all of these can be done at a fraction of the traditional cost and time when you know how to use AI tools effectively. Now I have to be honest about what's not working anymore. Generic AI-generated content farms are done. Amazon KDP is flooded with AI books and the margins have collapsed. Selling basic ChatGPT tutorials is a race to the bottom because the information is everywhere for free. And those AI art side hustles that were hot 18 months ago. The market is so saturated that unless you have a genuinely unique style or niche, you're competing with a million other people who had the same idea. The opportunities that are actually working have something in common. They involve using AI as a tool within a larger service that requires human judgment, relationships, or specialized knowledge. The AI is the accelerant, not the product. We're still in the early innings of figuring out how AI reshapes work, and the people who are winning right now are the ones who understand that the tool is powerful but incomplete. There's money in the gap between what AI can do and what people actually need. If this gave you something to think about, consider subscribing. I'm going deep on these economic shifts every week, and I think the next 12 months are going to be wild.